against Bitcoin is worth even less. And it will continue that way because as Bitcoin grows its network, its intrinsic value is much higher. And so we'll end up with, eventually the dollar will go extinct and we will, and so the number will eventually be, what's the price of Bitcoin against a dollar? Eventually it'll be infinity because the dollar will be worth zero.
I also have another theory called max pain theory. And that is like the most painful outcome for the most people is the most likely outcome. So if we think that Bitcoin volatility is always going to be low, and we just gradually step up to 1 million and to 10 and to dollar parity with sats, that is the best case for the world. Everyone has a long time frame to accumulate. Everyone has time to buy. And I don't think that's going to be the case. And I think a lot of people realize this. If you look at Saylor and Strategy, he's buying anytime. Like it doesn't matter if it's a top. He doesn't care about dips because there is this urgency because the time is running out to buy Bitcoin at these low prices. So we're going to see a fast run up. And gold is a good parallel for what we're likely to experience with Bitcoin. If you look at the picture circulating right now on the internet, there are people lining up, forming queues to buy gold. And gold is at an all-time high. So nobody wants Bitcoin when it's in the low 100Ks. But once we get to like $500,000 per Bitcoin, I think the world's going to wake up. Central banks are going to wake up and nation states are going to start joining the race. And that's when you go to 1 million very quickly and beyond.
We'll see what happens with China. I've always had a great relationship with them, as you know. But they're always looking for an edge. You know, they ripped off our country for years. We're going to meet in a couple of weeks. We're going to meet in South Korea, actually, with President Xi and other people, too. But we're going to meet. We have a separate meeting set up.
If you put that 100% tariff on top of what's in place already, you're talking about 157% tariff on China. Can that stand?
No.
I mean, what is that going to do to the economy?
It's not sustainable, but that's what the number is. It's probably not, it could stand, but they forced me to do that.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, well, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. We will, and if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're going to get more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten. And more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto moving up. Don't forget CME opens tonight, and we know it's going to move the market. And once yield rates get to moving in the morning, we know it's going to move the market again. So guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates up on Friday. We have the dollar up. We have volume in crypto right now down. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, we have the Fed. Repo at $4 billion on Friday. Make sure you're pulling on a daily basis during the week. And we know the Treasury is working in the background to control the long end of the yield curve. That's the reason why the repo came down so much. And then we know the Fed wants to keep rates higher for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And we have Fed Jerome Powell in the House next Wednesday. We have the government still shut down, and if it stays shut down this week, it's going to be a coin toss on whether he's going to cut rates or not. If he doesn't have the official data, I don't see how he can. We know the Fed has plenty of data though, but again, we know they want to keep rates higher for longer because this legacy market is definitely crumbling. And we heard from Trump when it comes to China. He's slapping all these tariffs the same way they were hitting Russia with all the sanctions. But what did Russia do? Move their whole economy away from the U.S. And the same thing with China. These tariffs are not bothering them because remember, they moved all their goods over to the emerging markets. The United States is going to feel the pain, not China. Remember, they were sending us surplus, cheap goods. And next year, we're going to start seeing our goods get higher and higher and wages going lower and lower. Plus, layoffs are just going to keep stepping up. They want to lay off the masses, so therefore they can bring in the machines. The machines are ready. The only thing they need is that crisis. Remember, problem, reaction, solution. The solution has been ready for over 20 years, but they need the people to beg for it. Guys, we've seen this movie before. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs down at close on Friday. And then last week, we had one of the biggest outflows. Don't forget, again, we have Jerome in the house at the same week that we're going to have futures contracts ending. And crypto is definitely going to get a pullback. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have OpenSea set C token launch for Q1 of next year with 50% of revenue at launch earmarked for buybacks. So guys, what do I teach you? Follow the money. And we know NFTs are definitely the future for the metaverse. Remember, this is a plan. It moves in phases. And when we hear buybacks, we know the only thing they want to do is manipulate and then also stay in control. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, we have Robinhood tokenizes 500 U.S. stocks and ETFs on Arbitrum for EU users. Not the United States, but the EU. But guys, we know tokenization is going to be global. And those who've been with me from the beginning know that I brought you plenty of videos of Ray Kurzweil mapping out the plan a long time ago. Remember, he was one of the heads at Google. And they just want to take everything from the physical world and make a version of it digital. Same way we see books, everything is going to have a virtual side. And what is that a setup for? The metaverse. They want your life to be a real life video game. And social media sets you up for that because it allows people to create illusions of their own life. So just imagine if they had a whole world where they could create an illusion. And they'll spend more time in the virtual world than they'll spend in reality. But guys, we know the more time you're spending in that metaverse, the virtual world, they're going to be downloading you. And if they can download you, they can delete you. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.